Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will study how to make a script file of divided difference method in MATLAB. We will review the divided difference method. We have certain discrete x values and then certain discrete y values with respect to the x, each and every x, and in the first column we write the x values and in the second column we write the y values. We take the respective divided differences of each and every element, adjacent slopes, and then until it gets only one point. So that makes it first order, second order, third order, and so on until it makes it 1 point. That is step number 1. And in the step number 2, we assign the first row as a0, a1, all the coefficients. And in the step number 3, we write the polynomial, Newton's interpolating polynomials p of x equals to, or f of x equals to a0 plus a1 into x minus x0 plus a2 into x minus x0 into x minus x1 to so on. And then we will calculate the interpolated polynomial. We apply that interpolated polynomial point, and then we can find out the unknown value. In the input we have x and y values and the interpolated point, and the output should be only the y value, that is the function value. So that makes it let it be y is equal to, we name it as div. Div is the short form of divided difference method. You can also write it Newton's NIP, interpolating polynomial, Newton's interpolating polynomial. Okay. And then div input will be x, y, x int. Okay, now write xb in the form of an array. So we apply the values we have done in the theory. That is 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. 5, 7. So that is the x column, and y is the all the values with respect to the x values, that is 52, 5, minus 5, minus 40, and 10. Okay. Interpolating point will be x int x equal to 3. N is equal to length of x. That will calculate the length of x, and according to n we will do the number of orders. So number of columns, it decides the number of columns. So to initialize, let the coefficient be, now MATLAB starts from 1. So instead of y0, a0, we write as a1 and y1. So now assign the initialized value in this. But that is assigned a1 as y1 as a1. Okay. Now for I equals to 1 to n minus 1, because n minus 1 is that if you have n points, then the first order divided differences will be 4, because divided difference between each 2 points, each consecutive points, adjacent points, will be 1 of the less than the number of points. So 1 to n minus 1. This step calculates the first order divided difference. Let it be DD, means div. Okay, divided difference, and I means number of rows, and the column is only 1 because it is the third column. X column is the first column, y column is the second column, and third column will be the column of the first order divided difference. So column is fixed as 1, but number of rows decides the number of values depending upon this 1, 2, and minus 1, this loop. So div calculates the slope between divided difference between 2 consecutive points, and let it be y I plus 1 minus y of I, close the brackets, 2-point form basically, divided by x of I plus 1 minus x of I. That calculates the first order divided differences. First order divided differences. Okay. Now, end this loop, and then in the next loop, we will start the higher order divided differences. So higher order divided differences is the very technical step. For j equals to, let it be the next loop, for j equals to 2 to n minus 1. Now, your order is getting increased. 2 to n minus 1 because your n is reduced as n minus 1 in each and every step, but j starts from, basically j starts from the first order is the third column, and that is considered as one column, and then 2 means the next columns. Okay, so j equals to 2 to n minus 1, and you use the nested loop in this, and that is I is equal to 1 to n minus j. 1 to n minus j. Okay, n is the length. If 5 is the length here, like these 5 points, 5 minus j. So that makes the divided differences in compact form. It reduces the amount of the higher order. As we get the higher order divided differences, you get lesser number of points. So this step shows this criteria. Okay, now higher order divided differences in general form will be dd of I comma j. I means row, j means columns, is equal to dd of I plus j, I plus 1 and j minus 1 minus dd of I comma j minus 1. Okay, divided by x of I plus j minus x of I. So this step calculates the higher order divided differences. Okay, end it. Now this is all the step number 1. Now the step number 2 is the assignment thing, and you have to use one end for this part. Okay, next is the assignment of coefficients. So in the first we initialize this a1 as y1, and we want to assign all the a2, a3 in higher order in the general form. For that we will use next loop, that is for j equals to 2 to n, because we start assigning this from the second column, that is y1, and then first element in the first order, and then first element in the second order, and all the first elements in the first row. So row is fixed as 1, and columns are now increasing from 2 to n. So that is why we are using this loop. A of j means a of 1, a of 2. A of 1 is assigned as this. So a of 2, a of 3, a of 4 in the first row. So our first row is fixed. So we can write it as is equal to dd of 1. 1 is the row, and columns are changing. And columns are changing in a way j minus 1. Because your columns are reduced. If you are having 5 points, then your columns will be x column, y column, and then up to 4th order. So 5 means 4th order, up to 4th order means n minus 1. So j minus 1, that depicts this step. Okay, and And this is all about the step number 2. Step number 3 is Newton's interpolating polynomial. So let it be in the form, we have to initialize it because it all contains the sum in the form of a product kind of thing. So generalized product. So let xn be the point, or basically it is the term, multiplying term, initialization in the multiplying term. And for k equals to 2 to n, xn is equal to xn multiplied by x int minus x of k minus 1. So that step makes the term of x minus, if it is an, multiply by x minus x naught into x minus x1 into x minus x2, one term less up to x and x minus xn minus 1. So last term will be x int, that means x int minus xn minus 1. So with all the multiplying previous terms, it gets all updated and modified. So this is the general term, and in the last step we multiply it with the coefficients. So y is equal to, okay, we have initialized this, y1 is a1, so initialize here, let y is equal to a of 1, or you can write it as directly a of 1. Yes, and in the next step we will use this technique. Y is equal to y plus this y is a of 1 here, plus x a of k multiplied by xn. All right, and so if we save this as diff, then if we run it, execute it, then answer is 6. If we want this all the columns, then we can this one, when we remove this one, first order divided differences, higher order divided differences, and assigned coefficients. And this step is for interpolating polynomials. Okay, so if we want that, then higher order divided differences, then assigned operators, and then you can also use these type of terms, and then this one. So if you again execute it, then you will get the difference, and that will be, okay, let's start from here. Okay, divided length is 5, number of points are 5, and okay. Okay, first point is a of 1, and a of 1 is y of 1. Y of 1, as you know, that first y is 52. Divided differences, first is minus 47, second, first order, that is first order divided difference, minus 47, second one is in first order is minus 5, third is minus 35, and then last one is 25, as we have done in the theory. So this column is all the shows all the divided differences of first order, and for higher order it gets updated. First, second order divided difference is 14, second one is minus 10, third one is 20, and last one is 0. And then in the second order, first divided difference is -6, and then in second order, second divided difference is 6, and then last we have come to the point that is p, and that is equal to 2. So these are all the higher order divided differences. Next is the assignment operator, assignment coefficients. Assignment coefficients, first one is 52, second one is -47, and then it is getting updated as 14, then it is updated as -6, and last one is 2. Point is 2. Okay, so xn first point is 2, then y is -42, a of 1, and then xn, then y is minus, and these are all the updated values of xn. And in the last step, if we get the points, all the points, and multiplied by this plus y of 1, that shows the answer as 6. So this is all about the divided differences. If you have any question, you can ask me in the online session. So thank you so much.